Hello, welcome back to Get to Create. Today I want to show you the journal I just finished. It's a purple journal. The cover is made out of one of the 12 by 12 papers. It was folded first to make these pockets, and then I sewn through that with a sewing machine. Doesn't have to be a sewing machine. You could use glue right here and that would hold it, but I like sewing through paper, so I sewed through that. And it's really cute paper, and the sewing adds to the kind of handmade feel. This is one of the just various papers I had laying around. I didn't print it. This one I did print from my digital kit. I decided to print just a pattern on one side and this kind of design on the second, where somebody could write, and it kind of looks like an old stamp or some kind of design here. And here, because I printed a pattern, but I wanted to add writing space, I just used one of those light journals. I tore a piece out and glued it on, and so that somebody can write here, and then you can also glue things on top here, like pictures. So this could be used as a journal or an art journal or both. This is a whole bunch of drawing or writing, so if somebody likes to sketch or draw, there's a chance for that. Or they can just use it for writing, or also gluing stuff on it. These are two more papers from my digital kits. This is part of a paper that is, let me show you the rest of it. Just had like a stamp and a little piece of paper with a shadow here, and this one is one right behind, also with writing paper and kind of writing and a picture here somebody could draw or stick on there. So there's a lot of freedom here, but some guidelines to get you motivated to write or draw. And that's the other part of that paper. Then I just stuck in a cardstock paper, just dark color that goes with the purple theme. And since you can't really write on it, I added a pocket on it. You could glue it, but I decided to sew that because I love sewing through paper. This is just a pocket. Basically what I did is taken another piece of digital paper that I printed from my digital kit and folded this piece over here and these, and then put it on and sewn through that to secure it. So this here is secured because it's got two pieces, I mean one piece, but folded over and stitched over. And then these are just index cards that I aged with distressing and this right here, an old makeup brush, and stamped with a cute little cat because the girl that I'm making this for loves cats. So I'm gonna put that in here. Put it this way. Alright, so the cats are peeking out. That's kind of cute. And she's got a pocket, and she could also stick a sticker or something there if she wants to. And since I already had the pocket on this side, I decided to add one here so that the stitching is kind of makes sense here. It's not just a stitching showing, but also a pocket. I had leftover piece, so it's a little lower, but yeah, I could have printed another one and covered it all the way, but I kind of like this unfinished look. And there's another cardstock, index card that I just stuck in there. I haven't aged it, just because that could actually be a sketch with notes on the back. This is grid paper. I love adding grid paper to my journals because it is so versatile. I love making designs on grid paper when I draw with lines. You can also actually play games here, like the tic-tac-toe, or you can use it as sketching, drawing, or writing. So that's very versatile. I love it. Always loved grid paper. And I have another video of what I do with grid paper, but it also is semi kind of slightly transparent, which adds to the, oh, curious what's there. Oh, that's a pocket, so I like that. That's another one of those digital papers from my digital paper kit. Same here. Another type of grid papers, you can see it's different. I like to have a variety. This one's kind of bluish going with a theme. This one's kind of more grayish. This is another digital paper that I printed out on purple paper. Looks great because it kind of has that little vintagey look. but it's clean enough to match the rest of the journal. It's faded image of what we're gonna see later in the journal, plus some stamps and postage kind of thing. And the other side, I printed another pattern from another digital kit. As you can see, this one I didn't print all the way to the edges because I used my other printer that doesn't print to the edges, just to show that you could still use that even if you don't have printers that print to the borderless. But I played off of that by adding this writing surface here and kind of crossing over to this part, so it's not like looking too bleak. Somebody could also draw there, make borders. I could sew through that to cover that up. There's many opportunities, so you don't have to have a borderless printer. Sometimes I print on my borderless printer, sometimes I don't. This was a black and white one, and I prefer to print it on my laser black and white, which is not borderless. Some of the actual designs that I sometimes print in color, those I print on my Canon printer that has borderless, and I print them to the edge. Again, this is writing surface plastered over something that cannot be written on, but that texture kind of gives it an interesting look, and this adds dimension. So we got some borders. I kept the border here, writing surface, ripped paper, and texture. I think that plays well into the journal. Again, another one of the digital papers where you can write and put pictures, glue stuff on, and so forth. I left this blank because she likes to sketch and do art sketches. This again, she could sketch here and have a little writing surface here. That's another digital paper from the digital kit, another blank paper, and another grid paper. And intentionally left blank. She can glue stuff on here, or she could sketch here or write here. This is light enough. It's much lighter than that color, for example, so she can still write in here. Next one, another digital paper from my digital paper kit, and this one's printed on the other side. I have another digital paper, and I forgot to put this in my borderless printer, so it printed with the border, but I can go ahead and finish that drawing myself, or she can do that, and I actually invite you to start drawing and putting another drawing in here or writing, so I'm just gonna leave it blank probably. And here's another writing surface, and I like how that kind of shows like a watermark image, although that's printed on the other side, but it looks like a watermark image here, so that looks fantastic. I love that. Another page left blank with this page, and you can choose if you don't want to see through. You can choose thicker paper or darker paper to print on, but I kind of like when you can see through stuff. Another way where she can sketch or draw and sketch and write. Another blank paper for an artist. Here we have another digital paper printed. This one you've already seen earlier on. Looks like a stamp. You could actually glue an old stamp here. I might add that just for the looks of it. And there's writing surface and drawing surface. This is the signature, the middle of the signature where I tied a bow. I used this pretty color from my embroidery thread for the binding. It matches here, and it looks really cute in here because that kind of plays with the color that you can see from the pocket. Then I have the blank page, and again we're repeating what we just saw with lined and blank and a picture, and another one, and then another blank one. So we're going to see the repeats of what we just saw, because these are in my digital kits. You print them on both, and then you fold them, and then you see them throughout. So I'm going to go faster through this. This is another blank page. This is another grid paper. Another blank page for art or notes. Another notes paper, another blank, another notes, and then another texture. That's part of what we saw earlier. Was this? I made it similar so that it all ties in together and plays off these borders. Another one, another grid one, another digital, another grid paper, and another one of those that came from earlier, where I put the same kind of pocket and the same kind of pocket. And this one I actually used a glue stick to glue these on temporarily, and I held it. As you can see, it actually is one pocket folded over, and then I stitched them. at the same time so that it's the same pocket. I obviously did that after fiddling with this one here, where it ended up having things that go all. By the way, you can stick washi tape or some kind of design on it. You'll never see it, but I kind of like that rough look. But you can always cover it up with some kind of cool design. But here I decided to make it more clean. And there's the index cards with the kitty cats here and here. They've been aged, and cut off the corners here just to make it look more interesting, I guess. And then the rest of the digital paper kit printed out on different colors, white and purple. I'm gonna leave this blank, although I could stick a pocket or another note stain, but I kind of like the look of it, so I'm gonna leave it. And this was the first page we had. This is showing up as the last page, and then we have a pocket, and that's it. And that's the beautiful journal she's gonna get as a gift. Thank you for watching.